Mostly, well, somebody wants to know about the current product. And I know it might be hard for him to really talk about too much since he's kind of, trying to, it's still breaking into the
Well,
business and
yeah,
whatnot.
we're
But
not here to get heat with anybody that might hire him either. I mean,
but mainly the whole Becky Lynch, Nia Jax.
do what now?
Mainly the whole Becky Lynch, Nia Jax. Being what's happening with that? They kind of I have somebody ask a question about that. What he thinks about that situation? Yeah, asking right when he was
The first ever guest to have his dinner on the bowling alley. So there's
it
something.
happens, it happens. People get hurt in the ring. I got hurt in the ring. I got hurt wrestling somebody that was extremely good, way better than me. And it was just a miscommunication, and we were really sweaty. And I slipped and fell out of the ring and separated my shoulder. So anything can happen. And also, Nia's a big girl, man. She can throw a big punch, and she might not have known her own strength. I know women have lower bone density, so it is easier to break a woman's nose or their face or something. So she might have just been all jazzed up, but
yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? She could have done it on purpose. I mean, I don't know. It looked pretty.
There's some rumors going around that there was a
pretty clean punch. I mean, I don't like to say I know the answer, but I don't think that they're trying. The problem is from a business standpoint, if the woman costs the company money because of the failed thing, then they got to do something. They got to punish her or something. You know what I mean?
I would not think she's so secure in her job stability that she would have took a shot at that on purpose.
Yeah, intentional or not, she needs to be punished just because it's like,
yeah,
you fucked up. You know.
Learn well, as they used to say, whenever shit would happen at OVW, learn how to work, motherfucker. And then we would move on, and hopefully it wouldn't happen again. And we actually had a few at OVW try to settle up with each other in the ring on bullshit. I remember Rip Rogers came out with a kendo stick once and had to take it to both wrestlers because they were trying to settle their differences on an OVW TV taping.
Yeah, I've seen guys that had different promotions get into little shoot fights during their matches.
Yeah.
So I got a question.
And if it happened to a guy, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But
oh yeah, I agree with you there.
So another question is, would you? This is from Joseph. He wants to know, would you let Star Maker be your manager? And I'm gonna go off that. If not, then who would be your manager? If you had a manager, who would you have your ring manager?
It's hard to say because I actually get booked as a manager sometimes, and
I
feel like I'm my own best manager. I'd rather manage than anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's like you to put me out of work, man. Quit doing it.
Kenny, I don't need your help, buddy.
God damn! He just shut the star. He just shut the man that made Cena down on his own show. Wow.
So another Spike's got a good question.
Hang on, I got to get some redemption here. Hey, I'm retired 7 years. I turn you down. You don't turn me down.
So
I'm feeling retired with all these signings and conventions I'm going to, meeting all these old legends.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. No, I'm actually one of the few that retired and stayed that way. I told him I was done 7 years ago, and my 7-year anniversary was September 27th that I had been retired. So I'm one of the few that's actually stuck to his guns. But they'll have to drag me away from podcasting. We start season 16 in January, and I was the first to ever do podcasting, and we finally, after 15 years, got our own damn channel, so we're building up our own channel now. But
the wrestling experience really translates well into podcasts.
It does. It certainly does.
So the nickname Greg just said, the self-maker Brian Pillman Jr. There you go.
Bad. That ain't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
The
Star Maker out of work. I know.
Like it. And that's kind of been the story. It's hard to hop in a car with some guys and really bond with people when you have so many different bookings. Like I'm booked all over, and my friends local might only be booked in like certain areas or something. But meanwhile, I got to go drive to Alabama on my own, and do a 3-day tour.
Yeah.
So it's really fun. You learn a lot about yourself on the road, wrestling and stuff.
And they keep you pretty busy, it seems. I think I was hearing you talk about a lot of the flights you're in, a lot of the cities you've been to. This early in the game to be booked that solidly, that's not too bad a deal.
Oh, yeah. that's the thing. Like I've just been so nice to people as far as communication and how making things easy and work. I'm good at the logistics of like planning the flights and stuff. So
Chris, say hi to my
as long
son.
as people are willing to work with me, I'm happy.
So Spike's got a good question for you, Brian. He wants to know who's your top wrestlers you want to work with in MLW.
That's a good one.
Everybody,
See you, Brian. See ya, Spencer.
See ya.
That's a good one. You know, I'd really like to have a nice aggressive, manly bout with filthy Tom Lawler. That would be a good one.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to top Brian, being as he has been the only person ever to eat on the bowling alley other than Maya eating peanut butter.
There we go.
Maya makes
Hey, you said Google Hangout. I'm hanging out.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. No.
I don't even know what that is, but it's real good. Maya made it.
All right. So yeah, so it anybody else besides him?
We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
Lawler's show is called Dinner with the King. I think this show should be Dinner with the Bolins. We're going to get something to eat. Daniel, something to eat, rather. Brian's got food. I got food.
I got coffee. Like I said, I'll just drink coffee at my dessert.
All right.